Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. Last time we wrapped up the western approach, except for the dragon that we're not ready to fight yet there, and did some random stuff on the Storm Coast Darkspawn quest that had popped up there, and collected the last shards that were there. And I'm going to check the war table really quickly, make sure we have everything we're looking for. So calling out some Spindleweed, Liliana, or Josephine got me Onyx and Elfroot. I think Liliana should be, Liliana's still working on the ancient laboratory.
Darkspawn have been driven back on the Storm Coast.
Let us pray they do not return.
The Onyx and Elfroot.
At your service.
And we look for Obsidian. I'm not searching for Obsidian for the moment. Let's have him gather some coin.
All right.
We can get from that. And I said there are two things I want to do. First, I said I was going to I wanted to fight the Hinterland Dragon, but first I remembered we haven't talked to all of our companions in a while, and I think we have some updates. We might get some quests or just some personal conversations. So let's go do that. That's what Josephine has to say.
It's good to see you.
She is our romance. Let's ask her this question.
How far do your roots go back to Orlais?
Interesting. Actually, my mic is farther away from my head than it ought to be. Hopefully this sounds better now. Sorry about that.
I wish I could have seen them, especially the ones bearing the family crest. The original crest design was abandoned when we were exiled from the city. I've always wanted to find a copy.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
So that's a thing for us to do. Oh, it's an operation. I just put everyone on an operation. I will work on that in a moment. Once I have people back to do so. It might take Liliana, though, who I want to have access to. Let's talk to Varric. Oh, right, this is in response to the thing with Cassandra earlier.
Cassandra's calmed down. I think you can take your hand off your crossbow.
Define calm down for me in terms of who or what she's punching right now. I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
Hawk should have joined sooner. You know about Corypheus. I believe you. She decided to talk to Cassandra. I believe you.
I know, Varric. You never would have kept quiet otherwise.
I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
Alright, let's see if he has any other follow-up things. Yep, he does.
Corypheus is back. Oh, shit.
What is he?
You said he was a Darkspawn or a Magister. What is he really?
I'm not sure. I don't think Corypheus really knows either. He's definitely a Darkspawn, but when we found him, it was pretty obvious he hadn't heard that. He thinks he's a Magister, a priest of Dumat, in fact. He says he broke into the Golden City, like in the Chantry Tale.
It's not that bad.
Honestly, I'd rather fight an ancient Darkspawn with a pet archdemon than deal with that hole in the sky. At least you can kill Darkspawn.
We didn't just think Corypheus was dead. He was dead. No pulse, no breath, full of stab wounds. There wasn't a lot of room for doubt. It makes me wonder. I thought the Wardens imprisoned Corypheus to use him. Maybe they did it because he can't be killed.
How did you find the prison?
How did you and Hawk even wind up in a Grey Warden prison for ancient Darkspawn?
Corypheus sent people after Hawk. He actually got control of an entire Carta clan. Made them drink Darkspawn blood. Weird shit. We tracked the Carta to an old dwarven fort or something in the mountains. Of course, it turned out to be a trap. They needed Hawk's blood to open the locks holding Corypheus, and they drew us into the prison to get it.
Hope you're wrong.
Let's hope Corypheus just turns out to be really good at playing dead.
That makes two of us. Maker's breath, what have I let loose?
I think you're confused.
Brutally murdered is not really the same as unleashed upon the world, Varric.
In this case, it might be. But you've got more important things to do than listen to me worry. Just let me know when you want something shot.
Oh, trust me, I will. Anything else? There is one more. All the Varric cutscenes in the world. I had a lot built up.
Battling the demons of paperwork? That's a fight nobody walks away from clean.
You have no idea the number of times I've almost been killed by bills of lading. I've been meaning to come talk to you anyhow. I never officially joined the Inquisition. I don't know how to do this disciplehood thing. I'm a businessman. Never really followed a chosen one before.
I don't need a disciple. I need a friend.
If you knew how intimidating you are, you wouldn't make it sound so simple. You just don't know what you are to the people out there. The Herald of Andraste is a symbol bigger than any of us.
What am I to you, then?
None of this shit makes any sense to me. Is this the end of the world? Did Andraste send you through the breach? I have no idea. You heard the crowd singing after Haven was attacked?
Please tell me you aren't going to burst into song now.
Don't worry, I'm not that cruel. I should probably get back to work. Unless, you up for a game of Wicked Grace?
Essentially their version of poker. We done?
Need something? Or are you just here to admire the dwarf?
Awesome. I just want to ask this.
Tell me the truth, Varric. Do you actually think I was sent by Andraste?
Shit. This is going to be awkward. I guess I do. Either you're guided by the hand of some higher power, or you have the worst luck.
Do you believe in Andraste?
I wouldn't have pegged you as an Andrastian.
It's a great story. It's got heroism, love, betrayal, and random musical numbers. What's not to like? I don't have a nug in this race. It could be bullshit, it could be true. I'll never know. But I like the idea that maybe you could save the world with a song.
Why are those my only options?
Look at all the shit that's happened to you. You were saved from the explosion that leveled a mountaintop and fell out of the Fade. You traveled through time, faced down one of the ancient magisters who started the Blights, had a mountain fall on you, and lived. One of those things would be impossible. All of them together? That's a miracle.
I'm not the chosen one.
Varric, it's just a coincidence. It's not destiny. I'm not some chosen one.
I don't believe it
You
for a
can keep
second.
saying that. Meanwhile, I'm going to stand watch in case it starts raining cows or something.
Okay, I'm done talking to Varric. Dear sweet lord. Let's talk to Solus. Maybe he has something interesting to say to me, finally.
We must stop the Wardens from carrying out this insane plan, Inquisitor. To seek out these old gods deliberately in some bizarre attempt to preempt the Blight.
Don't forget the demons.
And calling the army of demons. That's my favorite part.
The demons are nothing. They're a tool.
A tool that gives Corypheus an army.
That's not the point. Even if they could succeed, the entire idea is wrong. The Blight is not something one smugly outsmarts. Forgive me. The entire idea is unnerving.
Interesting theories about his anger towards that plan, but I won't say anything.
Greetings.
I want to ask him more about
I'm
himself.
interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies.
This is how I
you have
advance
time, I'd like to
Solus'
hear more.
friendship.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
What's that? It looks like we're going back to Haven. How curious. I believe me asking him questions about himself was done off video. I just did it to grind his approval up a little bit. Which I should have done on stream, which I realize now, and I am sorry for that. But you get to see this, which is one of the bigger cutscenes, which is important. So, we're back at Haven. Things seem
Why here?
more normal.
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
Thank you.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Of course she did.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes. You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
Where to?
The breach threatened the whole world. Where did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
You didn't say it that way, I don't think. You just said it.
Is that how you remember it? That is what I mean about perception shaping our existence.
But that's only true in the Fade.
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
So we had to load to get the Haven stuff, and I was still yet in my bed in Skyhold, and I was going to load Skyhold here in a second. Which leads me to wonder, as a game developer, is there a carbon copy of your room hidden off map somewhere in the Haven map for that to be possible? Because that would be silly. I'm sure you could figure out with no clip, which I have an ability to do, but I'm not going to. I have a program that can do it with Flycam. But also, taken straight from Inception, that scene, but it doesn't stop me from enjoying it. So yeah, this is my bedroom. We were just dreaming with him in the Fade. Like I said, that's taken straight from Inception, but I don't mind. It's a fun little scene. Oh, I wanted to go to the local map. Not there. How bizarre, how curious. I guess you can't fast travel within Skyhold from up here. Interesting. I know you can't jump down, but I wonder why you can't fast travel. That's really bizarre. Anyway. Let's go resume this discussion with Solus, because, you know, that merits a conversation.
Sleep well?
I've never done anything like that before. Do you regularly talk to people in dreams?
No. Consider that one more rule you have effortlessly broken in your rise to power. I had no idea that the anchor would allow you to dream with such focus. It is truly remarkable. But I am reasonably certain we are awake now. And if you wish to discuss anything, I would enjoy talking.
Tell me about your journeys.
I'd like to hear more about what you saw in your exploration of the Fade.
I would be happy to share it with you.
Tell me about old ruins.
Tell me about the old ruins you explored.
I found the ruin of Barandur, a lost Tevinter city buried deep beneath a dead and barren wasteland. Volcanic ash had sealed it tight. In one dark moment, every living creature in the city seared and smothered.
So it's Pompeii.
They were statues in the ashes, like a mold made to recall
So
the lost.
Pompeii. That's still cool, though. Tell me about spirits.
Tell me about a spirit you encountered.
I met a friendly spirit who observed the dreams of village girls as love first blossomed in their adolescence. With subtlety, she steered them all to village boys with gentle hearts, who would return their love with gentle kindness. The matchmaker, so I called her. That small village never knew its luck.
Tell me about the old memories you found in the Fade.
I saw a savage human horde go marching toward the battlefront. They sang the soldiers' hymn to keep formation. Primal music shook the ground. These savage, unwashed warriors carried harmonies no chantry choirs mastered. Though their cause was all but hopeless, they sang songs that made the spirits weep.
So cool.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
Powers are great. And we have another conversation with him. Because his approval is high enough, presumably.
Something wrong with your tea?
It is tea. I detest this stuff.
Same.
But this morning, I need to shake the dreams from my mind. I may also need a favor.
Name it.
You just have to ask.
One of my oldest friends has been captured by mages, forced into slavery. I heard the cry for help as I slept.
I'd be happy to help. What did these mages use to capture your friend? Blood magic?
A summoning circle, I would imagine.
I'm sorry.
My friend is a spirit of wisdom. Unlike the spirits clamoring to enter our world through the rifts, it was dwelling quite happily in the Fade. It was summoned against its will, and wants my help to gain its freedom and return to the Fade.
I thought spirits wanted to find their way into this world.
Some do, certainly. Just as many Orlesian peasants wish they could journey to exotic Rivain. But not everyone wants to go to Rivain. My friend is an explorer, seeking lost wisdom and reflecting it. It would happily discuss philosophy with you, but it had no wish to come here physically.
Do you have any idea what the mages want with your friend?
No. It knows a great deal of lore and history, but a mage could learn that simply by speaking to it in the Fade. It is possible that they seek information it does not wish to give, and intend to torture it.
All right. Let's go get your friend.
Thank you. I got a sense of my friend's location before I awoke. I'll mark it on our map.
That's in the Exalted Plains, which gives me even more reason to make that the next area I go visit. So let's go talk to more people. So I got one of Dorian's things. All done and done. This entire episode might just be talking to people and not even the dragon, which I say,
The
I'm
Inquisitor's
sorry.
work is never done, I see.
I can just do that if I want to, but I'm currently with, Josephine, and I don't want to.
I should go.
As you wish.
It's funny because I haven't taken any flirt options with him. That doesn't seem to matter in this instance. I think it's different for everyone, which is really cool. So that's Dorian. I've maxed out his friendship, and the only thing left to do would be to romance him if I wanted to, which I don't. Okay. Let's talk to Liliana.
Oh, good. So Varric knew where the champion was all along. That's the last time we sent Cassandra to interrogate.
Alright, she doesn't have anything to add.
I'll leave you to your work.
Let's go talk to Cullen. I imagine she'll have a thing. I think I know what his thing will be. Yep. It's this conversation.
As leader of the Inquisition, there's something I must tell you.
You're being especially serious today.
I know. Lyrium grants Templars our abilities, but it controls us as well. Those cut off suffer. Some go mad, others die. We have secured a reliable source of Lyrium for the Templars here. But I no longer take it.
You stopped?
When I joined the Inquisition. It's been months now.
Die. You seem fine, but why? Die not soon.
Cullen, if this can kill you...
It hasn't yet. After what happened in Kirkwall, I couldn't. I will not be bound to the Order, or that life, any longer. Whatever the suffering, I accept it. But I would not put the Inquisition at risk. I've asked Cassandra to watch me. If my ability to lead is compromised, I will be relieved from duty.
Are you okay?
Are you in pain?
I can endure it.
Respect your decision.
Thank you for telling me. I respect what you're doing.
Thank you, Inquisitor. The Inquisition's army must always take priority. Should anything happen, I will defer to Cassandra's judgment.
So that's part of his subplot. Is his getting over his lyrium addiction. See if there's anything else.
First the Templars, now the Grey Wardens. Both devoted their lives to fighting evil. Now they serve it.
If I was possessed by a demon, would you...
I would rather not consider it.
Alright.
That's all for now.
I'm sure you have other matters to attend.
It's always the ever age question, like, guys, if I'm compromised, but we're at the point now where no one wants to consider it anymore. I'm sure at the start of this, Cassandra would have said, like, don't worry, I'll cut you down and make sure that nothing happens that you wouldn't have wanted. But now she's probably gonna be like, I don't know. Oh, look at Blackwall. Look at he's so adorable. Carving stuff.
This is just... it's something to keep their hands busy. I'm grateful you tracked me down when you did. As exciting as wandering the woodlands was, this is better. It's good to be part of something so important. Something that could change things.
The Grey Wardens are huge and important. You're part of that.
True, but without a blight on the horizon, everything the Wardens do feels like waiting. This, the Inquisition, is what matters now. And I'm grateful to be a part of it. You are who you choose to follow. Someone told me that once. Took me years to understand what he meant.
There's wisdom in that.
It was a chevalier who said those words to me. A powerful man, but never without honor. A true knight. We met as competitors in the Grand Tourney. He left me with that advice before we parted. Put aside his own ambitions to help me win the melee. I don't think I even thanked him.
What is this Grand
We'll
Tourney?
just follow this conversation
Never
for you
heard of
guys.
it. The Grand Tourney of the Free Marches. It's a spectacle. Song, dance, wine, every amusement you can imagine. But the greatest part is the contest of arms. Prove yourself in the Grand Tourney, and you can make your fortune.
How did he help you?
There were 100 men on the field, each one fighting for himself. The knight and I had forged an alliance. It was just the two of us, and we took all comers. The goal, down as many opponents as possible. He always let me deliver the final blow.
He must have wanted something from you to help like that.
A pupil, a squire. Someone to teach and to mold. He saw my potential. When it was over, he offered to mentor me. To teach me to become a chevalier like him. And I, young and stupid, turned him down flat. I just won the melee at the Grand Tourney. I didn't need him. I should have gone with him. Perhaps things could have been different.
Different doesn't always mean better.
In this case, I think it would have been better. But I'm older, hopefully wiser. And I think I've chosen the right person to walk with.
Yep. Alright. Who's next? Let's pop up Cassandra, and then we have just Bull and Cole in the bar, I think. And that's everyone. Oh, and I didn't do Vivienne, that's right.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Leliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters.
Oh yeah,
I
this
was
is an old
hoping we
thing.
might, before they get worse.
Of course.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
I want to ask about this.
I want to talk to you about the cure for tranquility.
It's not a cure. Not truly. Mages who were once tranquil lose all control over their emotions. They become irrational, unable to focus. Perhaps that state eventually passes and they can be helped, but it will take time to investigate.
But you are going to look into it.
That is my intent. I would not want news of a cure to spread until we know for certain we can help these people. Once we have that, however, then I will spread the word myself.
Cool.
That's enough for now.
So that unlocked
Another time.
her collection quest, a la Great, yeah, Black Walls thing. This, I think there's, yeah, times when I said there was supposed to be a person there in Western Approach. So what I was talking about was that quest. I guess I just never had it. That's fine.
Very well.
There's Krem, I'll talk to Bull.
You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
Wanted to get a drink.
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company.
A second to go.
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun.
Sorry, songstress.
Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
I can think of worse places to go with Cremisius.
So can the chief, believe me. He loves his nicknames.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Q.
They ever wear shirts under the Kuhn, chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Krem is a trans male. I'm not asking these questions because they are offensive to trans people. I'm going to make this very straightforward for you guys so we don't have to investigate it in a rude way.
Who are the others?
A lot of the Chargers went looking off for stronger drinks. Let's see.
I quietly accept Krem as
We've got
who he
Rocky and
is.
Skinner there. And over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Let's investigate these skippies. How'd you get here, Skinner?
So, how do you join the Chargers?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or chieftain. Something like that.
Love it. Rocky.
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah. You really don't.
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
Making fun of the first Dragon Age where you had poultices that you drank. And it was like, no.
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages.
I
in the
know
clan.
that.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip.
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
I just love that. That's just so funny. I could picture my character being that sassy. It's quite a group.
You really take in anyone, don't you?
Anyone who can carry their weight in a fight.
And who can put up with your bullshit, chief?
Man can beat the Chargers, cause what hits you where it hurts. Unless you know a tavern with loose cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team.
I like that recording. It looks like they actually got all those voice actors into a room to record together instead of separately recording them and multi-tracking their
The
stuff.
funniest thing I've seen in years. That cat dancing around, hopping and pouncing like a fool. Made my day bright, it did. Maker knows what got into the little rat catcher.
Let's examine these. I don't think I've been in here yet.
What did I tell you?
Cabot, what do you got to tell me?
Inquisitor.
And you are?
The bartender. Cabin.
Just the bartender?
You were expecting...
Nothing, I guess.
I don't know. I suppose nothing.
I am a bartender, like my grandfather before me, and my father before him. A lineage destined to draw me hence. Is that better?
Kinda, yeah.
Actually, yes. Yes, it is.
Of course. Refreshments await yon kings of destiny.
Rumors?
What's the word out there?
A few complaining that you've time to bed your allies. I don't judge. Much.
As you were.
You mean my diplomat? Yeah. We need time. Let's talk to Krem, actually. He's not a companion, but...
Inquisitor. That's got a good ring to it. We're happy to be here, your worship. You need anything, let me know.
Let's talk to Krem about
I
himself.
wanted to talk about you, if that's all right.
You know, I'm from Tevinter. Wasn't a slave, but even citizens have it rough if they're not mages. I was a soldier, but women joined the ranks under a different program. When they found out I was passing, it got ugly. I ran, met Bull near the border, and ended up here. Not a life I'd wish on everyone, but it'll do.
I'll do this, but I feel like I'm gonna...
Why did you decide to live as a man?
I didn't decide anything. I've been like this
See,
my whole life.
it's just an insulting
Parents
question
wanted
to
me
ask.
marry up. They tried to find me a nice merchant's son. Every day, put on a dress, look into my father's shaving mirror, and just hate myself.
If you had the chance to use magic, would you change all the way?
What? No. I don't want any magic like that within 10 yards of my body. When I was younger, I don't know. Everyone has silly dreams. In Tevinter, dreams like that get you killed. Bull helped me make a good life. Nice armor and a well-placed sock, and I'm happy.
We'll talk later.
Yeah, I feel like I actually caused my character to say some offensive things to trans people, but, like... I'm sorry. Look for Cole.
No, they don't.
I know he's here somewhere.
What are you doing?
Listening. Eyes rough, jangling armor hurts my ears, back aching, fingers too clumsy for knots. Wind cool like Aunt Eloise's pond, lips scalded as I sip, warmth blossoms, first kiss in the barn. What was his name? Tin jangle as the blood spills, Kier's wrapped body on the wagon to the chantry. 5 more minutes. My fault.
Hear everything.
Can you listen to anyone's mind like you did hers?
No, they have to need me. Pain, fear, sadness, guilt, anger, hurt. Things I can fix.
Can you do something for her?
Yes. It's okay. Nothing you did mattered.
What? Who are you?
They lie there, and sometimes they die, just like Pierre. You can't save them.
I don't know who you are.
Wait. That didn't work. Let me try again. You'll forget me in a minute.
Wait, what?
What are you going to do?
Make her forget me. Then do it again, the right way.
Cole, stop.
Inquisitor, your worship, what are you doing here? Is this man with you?
Yes. Sorry to trouble you.
How do I do it right if I've done it wrong and I can't make her forget?
Don't root around inside her head. Treat her like a normal person.
Your worship, is there... Do you need something of me?
You were sad.
Of course I was sad. A man died because I couldn't save him.
It wasn't your fault. You could work until you fell over, and you still wouldn't save everyone.
Thank you for saying that. Excuse me, your worship.
She's not better.
She needs time to work through it.
If I'd done it right, it would have worked faster.
Then you have time to work through it too.
I don't understand, but thank you for trying to help.
Cole's interesting, and his situations are very interesting. Let's go check on the war table and see if people are finished so I can go do this Josephine quest. It's gone a little bit over, but this is good, a longer episode to get all these companion stuff out of the way. And I've got a Cassandra quest, Solus quest. I think I might be able to talk to Bull again and get a Bull quest, maybe.
Inquisitor.
I'm sure I have more to do based on the approval and stuff. Everyone's resources on, so now fruit. He's still a little bit away from finishing his coin gathering mission. And I can't use her to find her crest because that's silly. So I'm guessing I have to wait for Leliana or Cullen. So next time we will back up and do some stuff. Maybe we'll be ready to fight that dragon now. So till then, stay tuned.